Hello, everybody. My name is Brian Smith, volunteer with the American Red Cross Southeast Tennessee chapter, with a look at your fall 2020 newsletter. And 2020 has been a trying year, from the tornadoes on Easter Sunday to house fires all year long, and now a historic hurricane season, all in the middle of a pandemic. But your Red Cross has been there every step of the way, from successful fundraising and blood drives to most recently assisting and aiding those impacted by Hurricane Delta by sending down our new IRV vehicle. What does the IRV vehicle look like? Here's Gene Raw with more.
This is what we refer to as an IRV. It's an emergency response vehicle, primarily designed for feeding, although it can be used to deliver other disaster supplies, blankets, water, snacks, things of that nature. We open these windows and then we can serve out of these. And there are two of them, so we could have these Cambros moved here, or generally we'd serve out of this. We serve our food in styrofoam clamshells, like you would use, like you'd get for extra food at a restaurant or something. You have the 6 Cambros. We have drink Cambros there. A couple of fans here. We have overhead storage for serving utensils and trash containers and eating utensils, things of that nature. We've got more containers here along the side again. And these things can get pretty full when we're feeding, because in addition to the Cambros, which might contain food, we could be carrying snacks and bottled water and other things that might be needed. People are generally very, very grateful. We've never had anyone shoo us away or tell it. Sometimes we've had people that didn't need us, and if they don't need us, then that's fine. We're happy that we're not required. We can always find places that are in need.
We have many great volunteers like Gene that do step up and help us out, but not everybody can, especially with a pandemic that is ongoing. That's why we are searching for more and more volunteers of all ages.
Heavy downpour and hundreds left without power.
Volunteering with the Red Cross is already somewhat wild,
As Delta has made landfall in Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Brooke Stahls is the disaster program manager for Red Cross chapter in Chattanooga. She headed to Alabama before the storm hit.
We didn't see as much damage as we thought we would.
Weather unpredictable, along with the pandemic. American Red Cross says it's taken its own hit during these uncertain times.
We don't have people donating the way they used to.
Regional Communications Director Sherry McKinney says they've had to be extra cautious of where they place their volunteers. Instead of gyms, churches, and auditoriums where volunteers usually stay the night, McKinney says they've had to put them in hotels, which adds up in cost.
Average volunteer with the American Red Cross is 60 plus.
We have quite a bit of volunteers that are in the retirement phase of their life, and so that happens to coincide with those over 60.
Another obstacle. McKinney says they've had to be careful who they send to help in recovery efforts, and are now looking for younger volunteers, because experts say this age group is at a lower risk of getting COVID-19 than those 60 and up.
Young and healthy, who has an interest in making a difference in their community and also nationwide, to step up to help to volunteer.
Well, even though we may not be able to see each other in person as much as we would like to, your American Red Cross Southeast Tennessee chapter continues to work hard, including upcoming fundraising events and recognizing heroes. Might be a little bit different this year, but it will be successful. Here's Executive Director Julia Wright with more.
Hello. As you know, disasters can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime, even during a pandemic. And for the Red Cross, that means preparedness doesn't stop. It takes a team of volunteers who embrace the mission of the American Red Cross every day. These are our heroes. And speaking of heroes, after much consideration, we have decided to move our 2020 Heroes event to be held virtually on November the 19th at 7 p.m. Some exciting news. This year's event will have Chattanooga native, Emmy Award-winning actor Leslie Jordan to join us as guest speaker. I hope you too will join us at this important fundraising event to support the American Red Cross of Southeast Tennessee. You can find out more by visiting redcross.org/realheroes.
Let's wrap up 2020 in a huge success and prepare for a much better year of 2021.